Kevin, you had a question?
Yeah, do you ever charge for providing a valuation to a potential client?
I charge for valuations when I provide physical reports. I do not charge for valuations when I am just analyzing financials and giving them a verbal number, recommended asking price, or kind of a value range, saying I think the business is going to sell in the range somewhere between, let's say, 350 and 400,000. I'd recommend setting an asking price of 399. So I don't charge for that, but I do charge if somebody wants a physical report, valuation report, then yes, I charge.
Okay. And then in terms of sharing tax returns with buyers or potential buyers, would do you think it would be fine to redact the tax identification number in order to prevent fraud? Because I've had my mentor recently had a seller who they were sending out uh, uh, information packet after an NDA was signed.
Yeah.
And one of these people took the tax return information and started opening accounts.
Yeah, that's a problem. So here's what I think about tax returns. A, always put them in a data room so that you have an audit trail of everybody who's viewed them. B, always redact all the tax ID numbers. The K1s have social security numbers. So you need, and if you're dealing with a corporation 1120 or 1120S return, you're going to have a list of the shareholders and the shareholders social security numbers. So you need to make sure that you redact all of that information before you ever put it in the data room. And then the data room will also protect you because A, it proves that, the document up there has been redacted. So there's no social security numbers and no tax ID numbers. B, it makes an audit trail for you of everybody who views it, downloads it, or anything else. So if a seller ever comes back and says, hey, I have an identity theft problem and it is the broker's fault, you have a defense built in to your procedure there. Does that make sense?
That does.
So
Okay.
Tanya,
Yes.
if you're redacting it, I mean, when you share those tax documents with the bank, you can't do that, can you? I mean, I just created links with a password. Is that security enough, you think?
Well, I redact it because the bank, the lenders that I'm working with, I have them pre-approve and review the tax returns and things. I give them access to the data room up front so I can try and get the business pre-approved so I know what I'm marketing. So they're going to require a 4506T anyways, a request for transcripts. They're going to make the seller sign that, and they're going to get the transcripts directly from the IRS. And so the seller is going to give them their social security number and the tax ID numbers and everything else. I don't need to be involved in that loop.
Got it.
I just want to protect myself from any accusations or allegations that identity fraud stems back to my release of information to any prospective buyer. And I want to make sure that that can't happen and protect the seller, right? Protect the seller, protect myself. So